years ago, then they went color. So these bold colors really add a great detail to a neutral room. And this is a really hot trend right now. Ethnic shapes, geometric shapes, and feathers. Have you guys been anywhere and seen feathers on pillows and feathers on fabric? And it's a really, really hot trend right now. So this is actually a pattern called Skylark. It is by sewn into the fabric. And this is why you want to come to Creative You. When you look at this pattern, I thought it was a pillow. When I put out my list 7 weeks ago, and was looking for model makers, I even said that it was a feather pillow. Well, then I ended up making it, and I went, oh wow, that's not a pillow, that's a table runner. And look at how big this feather is. So the pattern makes a full-size quilt. You can make, let's see, it doesn't give the, oh yeah, 64 by 83, actually 56 by 75 is the finished length. So that's a full-size quilt. Or you can take one feather, as I did here, and just make a table runner. Now I chose a linen and cotton fabric because I wanted that hand-spun look, which is really important in home decor, is texture. And we have a lot of really nice linen cotton blends that have this texture, but we also have some 100% cotton fabrics. Have you guys ever heard of, we used to call it Weaver's K, or Osnaburg, some of these weavy type fabrics. Those work great for home decor, and they're not as expensive and not as wrinkly as linen. So, but this is a linen cotton blend. This is a fusible applique quilt. So what I did to make this, all of these feathers, is first of all, I got to use up a lot of my scraps, which is a really, really good thing. And it makes you feel like, wow, I got all this done and I used up some of my scraps. Each one of these feather pieces is numbered. And so you're going to trace that onto your fusible web. And the one thing that's interesting is the stem here is obviously has to be pieced because it's very, very long. So what they have you do is sew a bunch of the long skinny pieces of the black fabric together and then lay your design on it. So it's one piece of fusible that I've just done over and over, but you position your pieces down and then you trace on where the stem is going to go. And I use the heat erase markers because when I go to iron it down, it just disappears. And then you line up your leaves. Peel the paper backing off of your fusible web and position them so that they look like you want to. Now, they do not give you an actual layout. So you're going to just follow the picture, but I like that a lot better because a lot of times, you know, if you go to cut something out and it doesn't go quite the exact way, it's my own design. So it works out really, really well. Do you like that? Isn't that fun? So now I'm ready to do the whole quilt. So the quilt takes 4 feathers, 3 running up and down and 1 going across the bottom. But this would also make a great bed runner. So all you would have to do is just add some of these other colors and then stretch it, have, you know, some other on the ends, and that would be great on the foot of the bed as well as on a table. So that is really, really popular right now. And you're going to see lots of quilt patterns and fabrics that have arrows and feathers on it that just bring in that whole very, very earthy